Stoicism doesn't want you to be happy. It doesn't care if you smile, if you feel good, or if life treats you kindly. In fact, it doesn't care about your happiness at all, because Stoicism wasn't created to help you enjoy life. It was created to keep life from destroying you. We live in the era of instant happiness. We've been convinced that life should be pleasurable, that if you're not happy, you must be doing something wrong. But what happens when life hits you? When everything goes wrong? That's when Stoicism comes into play. Not to make you smile, but to make you unbreakable. Nowadays, people talk about happiness as if it were life's only goal. Do what you love. Find your passion. If you're not happy, change your path. But the Stoics knew that this was a trap. Because if you live chasing happiness, you become its slave. What happens when you don't find it? What happens when life puts you in situations you don't like? If your only goal is to be happy, then you sink. The Stoics saw things differently. They didn't seek happiness. They sought virtue. They sought strength. They sought the ability to face life, no matter what came their way. To them, a truly fulfilled life wasn't about feeling good. It was about doing good. Let's take an example. Imagine you are a slave. You have no control over your life. You can't decide where to go, what to do, or who to be with. That was the reality of Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers. A man born into the worst possible situation, yet he never saw himself as a victim. Do you know why? Because he understood one of Stoicism's most important lessons. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. Epictetus could have spent his life complaining, lamenting his fate, but instead, he became one of history's most influential teachers. Not because he was happy, but because he was strong. Think of a soldier in the middle of battle. Do you think his priority is to be happy? No. His priority is to withstand the chaos without breaking. That is Stoicism. Now think about your own life. You've had tough moments. You've had days when everything seemed to work against you. And here's where you need to ask yourself, do you want to be happy, or do you want to be invulnerable? Because if you live only chasing happiness, you'll be fine when things go well. But the moment life hits you, you'll break. Stoicism offers you an alternative. Strength instead of pleasure. Discipline instead of comfort. Character instead of superficial happiness. And here's the interesting part. When you live with virtue, with purpose, with resilience, happiness comes as a side effect. You don't chase it, but it appears. You don't search for it, but you find it in the most unexpected moments. Because when you are strong, you no longer depend on happiness to feel at peace. So tell me, what do you choose? A fragile happiness that depends on everything going right, or an unshakable strength that allows you to withstand any storm? The Stoics knew their answer. Don't live chasing happiness. Live chasing strength. Because when you are strong, happiness stops being a necessity and becomes just a detail. The choice is yours. If this message resonated with you, it's time to apply it. Don't wait for life to treat you well to find peace. Train your mind, strengthen your character, and become someone who doesn't depend on happiness to be okay. If you want more content like this, subscribe and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And tell me in the comments, what does being strong mean to you? See you in the next video. Stay strong.